I happened to see these two lizards. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm gonna name them Eric and Pete. Alright y'all, today I want to show you a couple 30-30s. This is a Winchester Model 94 30-30. This is the first deer rifle I ever purchased. It was probably 72, 73. Promptly took it out of the box, went out, and was fortunate or unfortunate enough to have, it's a long story, you don't want to hear it, but it was an 11-point buck, and there was nothing between he and I except air and opportunity, and at about 40 feet I missed him and promptly emptied this gun as he left. But took me years to put together what exactly I had done, and what it was is I was staring at him, he was staring at me as I slowly raised the rifle, and I never did sight and get a bead on him. I thought I had just, the sights had missed him, but what it was is I wasn't paying any attention to the sights. I was looking at him, and that's what happened. It's an accurate gun, and at the time it was a good little deer rifle. And I regret that mistake. Still haunts me, but I later redeemed myself with 2 headshots on 2 deer, one behind the other. I got pictures of it, but I don't know where they're at right now, and my wife's not here to retrieve them for me. But shot one in the between the ears, and immediately within 30 seconds shot the other one at about 70 yards in the tear duct. So they are accurate little weapons, but I'm not going to get into a long discussion about it. These are just fantastic little guns. I no longer use it, but it holds a lot of memory. I think I paid $99 for it, probably 72 or 73. They are, every kid's dream back then was hearing this sound. Black and white westerns, that was the sound that it was as good as a 45 long Colt revolver, kind of like I guess a pump is today, pump shotgun. But this gun overall is slightly less than 38 inches long. It is a carbine. It has a 20-inch barrel. I believe it's a 6-round tube on it. It loads through a loading port on the side here. It has top eject. Okay, there's an elevator that brings up the next shell. Has no safety to speak of. There is a half cock, and in order to fire it, you have to depress the lever completely. There is a little tang, I don't know if you can see it, right in there, and it must be pushed into the weapon there for it to fire. If it is not, you cannot, well, if it is not, you cannot pull the trigger. But if you touch that lever, it'll go. Okay. This one here has a nice patina on it. This one has a walnut stock. The rear sight here can be adjusted for windage and elevation. There is a hood on the front sight. just to protect it from getting knocked around and beat around. It has a barrel ring here and here. These barrel rings are made out of steel. Just a pretty little gun, cowboy gun. This one here has seen a lot of abuse. There is some mild rusting on it. You can see the little specks where it has rusted just being set up in a closet. It's quite humid down here. But I love this gun. Been around a long time with me. I'll show you another one here that I picked up from someone. I don't know who. I forget. Now, for something, this one is in better shape. There's a little over 1 million between the two serial numbers. So this is the newer model. It's probably made in the early 80s. Same gun. This stock here, somebody for some reason tried to refinish it, and they've sprayed it with a polymer, not a polymer, polyurethane, and it's starting to peel off a little bit. But basically the same gun, with the exception that they evidently had a scope on it. I think I took the scope off and gave it to somebody. But it's a side mount scope, because the earlier models are top ejection, and you couldn't put a scope up here. Okay, and so you had a side mount, and that's what this plate is here. I think there was a 4-power scope on here. Some people prefer scopes on a gun like this, but I couldn't see any sense in it. They also took off the barrel shroud on this one, and the barrel rings are made out of plastic. They're not metal. But anyway, I wanted to get them out of the safe and show them, because I plan on showing everything I've got in there, and there is a lot of guns that I've picked up over the years in there from just various people that needed the money. But this particular gun right here is one of my favorite, and they've kind of fallen out of grace with some of the guns they have nowadays. But this gun here, I'll guarantee you, and some of you guys that have them know what I'm talking about. When you're shooting one of these at a deer, you can unload it as fast as any automatic. If you're shooting at a target, it's a little bit slower. When there's a deer out there, it's unbelievable how fast these lever guns can be fired. But that is the Winchester Model 94 30-30. Just a great old gun. Bring back a lot of memories. And I appreciate y'all watching. Bye.